Back to the show, folks. This is the Shankly session. This is your Liverpool versus Aston Villa match reaction. Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 0. Goals by Mo Salah, penalty from the penalty spot. Very interesting game. Certainly a game of two halves. First half, Liverpool so dominant. And we'll get in and look at that first half now in a few moments. Second half, very different game. Stevie rang the changes, brought on Buendia, brought on Danny Ings, and all of a sudden it was a totally different game. Liverpool under a bit of pressure. But weird, why doesn't he start with these guys and go for it? You know what I mean? He said he was going to go for it and go for the 3 points, but it was weird only bringing the boys on. They're the two most threatening boys he has in the team, apart from Watkins. So it was strange to not start with them. Of course, the teams came out and Ox started for Jota in instead of Jota. There was an injury scare apparently and stuff like that, but he was on the bench. Interesting start to the game. The Villa team strolls out through the tunnel and they all get booed, man for man. They all get booed all the way back to the coaching staff, and then Stevie walks out and the place just erupts and gives him the reception that he deserves, you know. So real interesting dynamic there in terms of the boos and then into the cheers. Liverpool really dominant early on, just, you know, that high press, working hard, penning them back in all the time, you know what I mean? So it was really unbelievable in terms of that press in the first 10-15 minutes. Very, very strong from Liverpool. 10 minutes in, a shot from Trent on the edge of the box, deflected wide, very unlucky. Villa were very deep at this stage in the half. Liverpool had pushed them right back in. On 13 minutes, Van Dijk, wrong-sided, Watkins gives a free away, left side, just outside our box. Unusual for Van Dijk to be caught on the wrong side and stuff like that, but had to give away the free. Villa, of course, wasteful with the free. Nothing came from it. On 14 minutes, the ref fails to play advantage. Hendo about to line up Trent. Poor ref calling the game back instead of playing the advantage there. On 16 minutes, great chance, header, back post, Andy Robinson. Great ball in from Trent. That sweeping ball that he brings in all the time, that he sends in there for those sort of like deep lining runners at the back post. But very unlucky there. Then 17 minutes, Robbo with a runs into the box and tries to sort of pass it. Should have just smashed it. Great opportunity there for Robbo. Wave after wave of Liverpool attack after that, but they needed to make something count and didn't. After that, 19 minutes, Ox unleashes a torpedo of a strike. So unlucky. Felt like a goal was coming at that stage, you know. 19 minutes in, yellow card for Marvellous for the Hendo tackle play called back. On 20 minutes, Ashley Young with a half chance shoots over. So unlucky there from Villa. And then rain starting to come down at Anfield. It was starting to come down heavy, making conditions a little bit strange and a little bit slick on the pitch, I would say. On 29 minutes, Liverpool so fast on the break, end to end, with committing players forward. Villa were. So they were leaving themselves a bit open at the back compared to what they were doing. And tens are sitting in, but just lacking that cutting edge. On 37 minutes, the crowd very quiet as Liverpool keep probing. Very, very like the Wolves game, this one. Plenty of chances created, plenty of opportunity, but just nothing going in. Just that final clinical ball just didn't fall for us or didn't drop for us, so we just hadn't got our shooting boots on today. All of a sudden, 39 minutes, crowd come alive again as Liverpool up the tempo. Really rely on that crowd at Anfield at times to really get us over the line, you know. Half-time came 0-0, chances aplenty in a driving wind and rain, but goalless. Trent and Robbo both creating the best chances. Possession came in 63-37, shots 8-2, and corners 7-1. 7 corners, we yet didn't produce a goal, you know. Very, very unlucky there. But again, I think on those corners, at times we look as if we're just hitting them in there instead of being more purposeful and picking out an actual player. I think we could do a little bit better on our corners because we always get unbelievable amounts of corners in these games. But yet we can't seem to put one away at times. Second half starts and it was more of the same. Villa digging in. Liverpool applying constant pressure. It was wave after wave after wave. 53 minutes, Van Dijk with a fantastic header. Great save by Martinez. So unlucky from Van Dijk. Caught it lovely and clean as well. Some would say an easy save for Martinez and he made it look tough, but I thought it was a brilliant save. 54 minutes, the crowd back in full voice again. Liverpool attacked the Kop. Up in the tempo all the time. And on 59 minutes, shot from Salah over. Trent going mad, was free on the right hand side of him there, screaming to get the ball. Man City winning today, obviously earlier in the day with a penalty. Turns out Liverpool won with a penalty, and it turns out Chelsea won with a penalty as well. You couldn't write this stuff really in terms of a title race, could you? 65 minutes, penalty to Liverpool. Mings takes Salah down. Just a clumsy tackle from Mings. You know what I mean? You should know better than that, you know what I mean? Especially him, like he's a seasoned international at this stage. Yeah, 66 minutes, cool as you like. The Egyptian king takes a couple of deep breaths, steps up, slots it into the bottom corner, 1-0 Liverpool. At that point, I thought we would have kicked on and we would have maybe got one or two more, but we seemed to struggle then all of a sudden. On 68 minutes, of course, the crowd, the Egyptian king, it's ringing out all around Anfield. The crowd now in full voice right behind the team. 69 minutes, Stevie G rings the changes. Young gets replaced by Buendia for Villa. Don't know how Ashley Young starts ahead of Buendia. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he's only come back from an injury or something like that, you know. On 72 minutes, Salah shot deflected over by Taggart. Again, very unlucky. And on 73 minutes, Ramsey is replaced by Danny Ings. Stevie really fancies the changes here. And the game really changed at that point. Once Ings and Buendia came on, the quality rose in the team. And they were really at it then from that point. On 78 minutes, Villa were riding the game, getting grips of the game here, really taking over, creating a few chances, stuff like that. But Liverpool dug in and defended well. On 78 minutes, on 83 minutes, Thiago's replaced by Milner to try and calm things down a little bit. Bring on Jimmy Milner, put him in there. Let's calm things down a little bit. 86 minutes, Alisson really lucky on Ings, you know, on another day. I mean, the crowd could have said, I mean, if there had been no crowd there during the pandemic, they may have given that penalty, but Alisson got away with it. It was light enough and stuff like that. At one point, I actually thought he had gotten a bit of a hand to the ball, but on the replay it showed it hadn't. He had just touched things, but Ings seemed to get down a little bit. But interesting from Alisson today. Earlier in the first half as well, he had lost his footing coming out for a ball as well, nearly put us in a bit of danger. Just the conditions were a bit slippy and stuff like that. On 88 minutes sub, Mane goes off for Minamino. Minamino comes on, brings that bit of energy, goes in there, starts getting stuck in. And on 90 minutes then, 4 minutes added time, Liverpool at this stage with possession 64-36. I was surprised at that stage the possession was so high in terms of the half, because Villa had been, you know, gaining the upper hand a little bit for about 10 minutes and stuff like that. So I was surprised that it was 64-36. On 93 minutes, Jota has a fabulous chance to score. You know, Villa attack, all hands on deck, and then the match pitters out and ends 1-0. But an absolutely vital 3 points for Liverpool. Made hard work of it. Should have probably taken a few more chances, really. Villa with one or two kind of half chances and stuff like that. Alisson, not a huge amount to do all day. Came out for one or two balls, really. But it wasn't really the tail of the game, really, you know. In terms of the game, I think at times we attacked really well. I think at times we controlled the game so strongly. But again, today I seen a little thing. There was that bit of anxiety there as well crept in. Gerrard maybe coming back. Players were taking on that a little bit as well. And, you know, it just seemed at times when we got into that final third, at times when we were trying to create stuff, we weren't at our slick best, really. And we were trying to force the issue more so than just play within our game, which always works great for us, you know. But we'll take a 1-0 and we'll push on till, I think we have a midweek game, but I'll push on to the midweek game now. Always tough for Villa, and I mean, hats off to Villa, hats off to Stevie doing the job there at the moment. I mean, he has stood up to us really well there today, especially when he made the changes in the second half. He has stood up really well to Man City. So yeah, we wish him luck going forward now, but at least we've got that monkey off our back in terms of him coming back to Anfield now, and the threat that could have happened there. We'll take the 1-0 and we keep on going. Let's do this, Red Men.